have a sad relationship with physics? Do you feel unwelcome by physics in your class?
What are you doing here?
Have you been trying to get to know physics for a while now, but still feel like you were strangers? Well, this is not an effort. You have come to the right place. I got slides. I got lots of science slides. My slides got so much science that physics will finally know that you exist. For starters, if you're going to do physics, you're gonna need some skills, like basic mathematical skills, how to use units kind of skills, how to act in a lab and not act like a fool in a lab kind of skills. And there's no way you're gonna be able to do that without knowing your hazardous science. Now come closer. I got a little secret to tell you. Your math skills don't even need to be that good. You just need to have the basic ones. This is going to sound absolutely shocking, but it is nearly impossible to understand physics unless you know how to round off. But don't worry, I got you. Scientific notation, I'll teach you. Unit conversion, I'll show you. Changing the subject of the formula, I'll school you. And stuff like rates, direct and indirect proportion, fractions, ratios, and the use of constants in equations, again, I'll show you. If you think that's all the info I got for you, well, surprise, surprise, I got more. Like, what are units anyways? I bet nobody's ever told you what they are, but I will, because I am a nice person. Units are a measure of physical quantities. And what are those? Physical quantities are things like time, distance, temperature, mass. Yeah, those are physical quantities. And when you measure them, you gotta use units. Scientists love to use units. It's basically the language of science. And just like all languages, there are different types of units. There are SI units, there are CGS units, there are imperial units, and then there are natural units. So how do you know which language to speak, aka which units to use? Well, the whole science world got together and decided, okay, alright, we are all going to speak SI units, besides America. America said no, we don't want to use SI units, we don't want to talk SI units, we want to use imperial units on our own. So how do you know if your country uses SI units? Well, if you look at your groceries, for instance, in South Africa, you can get a 10 kg bag of rice. If we didn't use SI units, maybe we would have 1,000 grams of rice. Or if we're in America, we would ask for 22 pounds of rice. All of this is the same maths. The only thing that's different is the units. So that is why you always gotta specify your units. So like I said, stick around my slides and I will tell you even more information. Speaking of more information, lab skills. It's these. These are lab skills. All scientists act in the same way. They do things all in the same way. They design experiments, they write reports, they present them in slides, like my slides, same slides, They know how to read instruments, and then they take all of their data from the experiments, and then they analyze it, and they interpret it, and they make conclusions from it. But I probably have you all freaked out now, like, I don't want to be a scientist if I'm going to have to act like a mind-controlled robot.
Keep your pinkies at 90 degrees. More tea, please. Keep your pinkies at 90 degrees. More tea, please. Keep your pinkies.
This is worse than my worst nightmare.
I bet you don't want to let go of your individuality.
Well, they are not getting my individuality.
That's it.
Keep.
It's not criminal to be an individual.
But alas, hazards. Scientists all do things in the same way only because it's safer that way. It's safe for you and it's safe for all of the other scientists around you. You gotta be alive to express your individuality. So choose life by listening to the safety instructions of your hazard signs, because that's all they are. Hazard signs, they are just safety signs. symbols, pictures. They are basically telling you important safety information. These are really important tools. They are like, hello, there's a hazard over there. And then they're like, watch out, there's a hazard over there. You gotta act like this so that you don't get hurt. So basically, yes, that is why scientists all choose to act in the same way, because it is just safer for everyone. Of course, I have said too much for one video and you guys haven't even paid me yet. So please pay me with your likes. I will like that you liked my slides, and then I will like to make more slides, and then you will like to get more information, and then we can just start a life cycle. But remember, the cycle starts with you. So subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon so that YouTube can tell you, hey, Homegirls uploaded another video. And then if you like, I would prefer it if you would follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. And there's my handle. It's NVScienceSlides. But then since these are my slides, I put my initials in the beginning. NVScienceSlides. Okay, cool, bye.